Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's live stream coverage of non-league 2A football between Greater St. Helens League home team, the RA Long Lumberjacks, and the visitors from the Evergreen Conference, the Centralia Tigers. Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media, but you already know that by now, as we are just about set for the home opener for the RA Long Lumberjacks, who come into this very young season 0-1 after a tough loss last week on the road. Just up the bend in Castle Rock, the Rockets taking out the Lumberjacks 35-8 en route to a season-opening victory, putting Castle Rock in a lot of people's, passenger seat. They're right there. Everyone knows about them now. They're ready to go. Good offensive line, and a lot of people thought Castle Rock was going to be running the football a whole lot last week, but they actually did a lot of their damage through the air. Not sure if that really caught RA Long off guard or not. Before they knew it, they were already down 3 scores, and tough to figure out a way to dig themselves out. They did get the last score in the game before it was ultimately called off due to what some say was lightning or, quote, thunder. But, yeah, we don't have any real confirmation of video or audio of set lightning or thunder actually taking place. Neither way, the Jacks took the extra 3 minutes, got back on the bus, and they looked to regroup against the Centralia team that is also 0-1 on the season. They put up some points last week against Elma, but ultimately just not enough, falling to the Eagles 41-28. The Eagles, a playoff team from a season ago. Not sure if that's a good sign or not for Centralia, but it was a competitive ball game for the Tigers, which is a breath of fresh air for a team that's had a tough time as of late in the EVCO. Currently an 11-game losing streak for the Centralia Tigers as they look to get their season off and going. A very tough league every single season with the likes of Tumwater, WF West, Aberdeen, and others. Of course, Centralia being amongst the others. But we've got clear skies here tonight in West Longview as we're just about set for kickoff. We're going to go through the starters first for Centralia. Number 1, a freshman, Caden Erickson. Number 6, a sophomore, Bill Volavola. Number 7, senior Alex Ahern. Number 8, junior Jeremy Frady. Number 10, junior Nigel Wynn. Number 21, senior Malcolm Tukes. And then on the offensive line, number 50, Alika Vargas, a senior. Number 54, Caden Tukes Park, as well, another senior. Number 55, Jorge Leal, a senior. Number 63, Sam Volavola, a senior. Number 68, Colton Crow, a sophomore. So 4 seniors on the line as we are just about set for kickoff here in this one. RA Long will receive. Centralia won the toss and deferred to the second half. Friends, be sure to share the live stream link with friends and family as we are just about set to kick this one off. It's going to be Nigel Wynn. Nope, check that. He was in the original spot for the kicker spot. It's going to be Alex Frias, who's going to come on and set the football up. We'll have kickoff in just a couple moments. And the kickoff is short, pooch to the near sideline, and not out of bounds. Now it's out of bounds. So a procedure penalty is going to set RA Long up with good field position on their own end. And RA Long, quarterbacked by Jackson Rivenis, the 6-foot, 215-pound senior, worked really hard to put on some muscle here in the offseason and build his strength for what he described as a season where he's prepared to do just about anything for his team if it means leading them to a victory. Joining Jackson in the starting lineup tonight is Ethan Moraine, number 1, number 3, Caden Pritchard, number 4, Mario Mendez, number 14, Traden Chambers King, number 21, Tyler Sylvia. And then on the offensive line, your right tackle is number 60, Colton Lothry. Your right guard, number 65, Nicholas Moldenhauer. And then number 66, your left guard, Cooper Edgman. Number 74, your center, Nikolai Svetkov. And then number 77, your left tackle, Colton Stone. The RA Long Lumberjacks coached by John Barker in his 6th season. And the Jacks come out in diesel formation. Alone is Rivenis, and Rivenis goes right up the gut, finds a little bit of space, and he is able to wiggle through a crease and get 8 yards on the opening play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 2, but already a new wrinkle here for RA Long coming out in the diesel formation, and they're going hurry up as well and not allowing Centralia to reset. Another run from the quarterback Rivenis, and he's got enough for an early 1st down. So 2 plays and 2 runs by Jackson Rivenis, totaling just over 10 yards. I think they got exactly that for him. And same play, Rivenis off the left side. A couple of Lumberjacks converging there. But it's another positive gain for RA Long, which is what their biggest, I guess, hurdle has been over the last couple of seasons. It's just figuring out a way to do the little things, and right now they're doing the little things and picking up a few yards at a time. It's going to be 3rd down and manageable here.
Hey, 33.
We're going to call it 3rd and 3. And off the right side, Rivenis gets it out to the 45. I didn't see a beanbag thrown down, but a player dove down like he was trying to get on the football.
Oh, they got it.
Let's see what the spot looks like here, because this is very close. They're going to say 1st down.
They gave it to him. That's a terrible spot.
So the Jacks get a new set of downs. It'll be 1st down and 10. The Jacks opt to spread it out this time. Tyler Sylvia, the tailback, to the right of Rivenis. Slot receiver Mario Mendez backs off the line, and we got a neutral zone infraction. They're going to call it, looks like encroachment. Jumping across appeared to be Jorge Leal, one of those defensive tackles, and it's going to be 5 yards gifted to the Lumberjacks after the penalty. First down and 5 now for the Jacks. And they're going to stick in the same formation, trips to the top. Running back off to the right for Jackson Rivenis. Single wide receivers, Caden Pritchard on the near side. Motion coming across. Fake motion. Keep by Rivenis. Rivenis finds a crease. Got some space. Off to the races. Inside the 15, close to the 10-yard line. That is going to be a 29-yard gain for Jackson Rivenis. Excuse me, my camera cord did something it shouldn't have done, which is unplug, so bear with me on the blue screen of death here. Got it taken care of. Sorry for those that might have missed that run if it didn't appear on your screen when I glanced over and saw the blue. It doesn't matter. It's coming back. So it's as if it never happened. A penalty against RA Long is going to move them back. There was a flag on the far side of the field right there at the 40-yard line. An illegal formation or an illegal shift is the call, and now we've got a stoppage in time, and it's going to be for a timeout for RA Long. It's going to be their first charge timeout with 9:18 to go, first quarter, opening drive of the ball game. The Jacks just had a chance to get into the red zone, but instead they're going to be back to where they originally started here, first down and 10 after the timeout. Well, fans, again, it's Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media. Another great season of streaming here on the docket for everybody every Friday until They tell us we can't do it, which is usually playoff times right after the quarterfinals. Last season, we ended up down in Woodland where La Center and Montesano played in a 1A quarterfinal game. And obviously, there's going to be a few bids available for a lot of the teams here in the area. The Greater St. Helens League play starting next week. This is the last dress rehearsal for non-league play, and RA Long will look to do what they did last year, pick up their first win against Centralia as they did in overtime last year, 22-21. Mark Morris is on the road here tonight, taking on Seton Catholic down in Vancouver. So we'll have our eyes on that game, and of course, many others. First down and 10. We've got a flex shotgun set here, empty. Twins to each side and a tight end on the line. Rivenis has motion coming across, and it's a handoff to the motion man, and trying to cut it up on the hash and get to that 40-yard line is the ball carrier Tyler Sylvia, unable to get to that 40-yard line, but he does still pick up 3, which is another positive sign for the Lumberjacks. It's going to be second down and 7.
He was in the right spot. He just didn't get off the ball very hard. Okay.
Jacks keep it in the shotgun. Trips wide receivers here to the near side of the field. Single at the top. Sylvia to the left of Rivenis. Rivenis hands it off. Nope, keeps it after he pulls it out. Sidesteps one defender. Manages to get to that 40-yard line. Still going to be 5 yards short of the first down. But a play that looked like it was going to go absolutely nowhere ends up getting 2 yards. It'll bring up third down and 5. Trips to the top, single wide receiver, and this looks like a pistol formation with Sylvia right behind Rivenis. And pressure showing off the right edge, and they bring it, and it's a little bubble. Good play design going right at the blitz and staying on his feet somehow, fighting toward that 30-yard line. Great individual effort there by Ethan Moraine, the senior wide receiver, converts the catch and the tough run for a Lumberjacks first down as they move deeper into Tigers territory. It'll be spotted at the 31-yard line, and the Jacks right back to the line looking for more.
Still not parallel.
Trips near side, and now going over to the far slot is the running back Sylvia. It'll be an empty formation now on first down and 10. Rivenis back to pass, looking left, throwing left, going for the end zone, wide open, and he drops the ball at the goal line. Nobody around. A blown assignment on the defensive side goes unpunished as Ethan Moraine could not haul that one in. It's going to be a disappointing second and 10 for R.A. Long. Great play design. It's been nothing but runs pretty much for R.A. Long on the early downs, and they caught Centralia napping on the outside with eyes in the backfield. Might be something that the Lumberjacks circle on the play sheet and might come back to later on. They're going to go with a bunch trips formation to the top, and that little triangle that you see at the top of your screen, and Rivenis with Sylvia behind him, fakes, nope, hands it off, and Sylvia sidesteps one, but is bottled up by the next, and it results in no gain. It'll be third down and long.
About third and 10, coach. Third and 11.
So Centralia looking to batten down the hatches here and get off the field unscathed after allowing a 25-yard run that was called back to penalty, and then a wide open receiver just a moment ago could not make the Tigers pay. And the Jacks are going to move that bunch formation tight to the line here on the near side. Cade Mendez all alone at the top with a lot of cushion. See if Rivenis might look to the top. Motion goes to the right side in the backfield. Sylvia gets set. Rivenis calling out the signals. Gets the snap. under duress, sidesteps, has some space, finds a man on the run, catch is made. Great play there by Jackson Rivenes to step up and evade the rush, and he finds a safety valve in number 44, Wyatt Perkins, is tight end. Perkins moving off of the offensive line from a season ago. Coach John Barker was very high on the hopes of what he could provide R.A. Long as a tight end, and he shows that he's valuable here, converting a very tough third down and long. First and 10, ball spotted at the 15-yard line, so the Jacks can still get a first down at the 5. Rivenes surveying the defense. Under duress, gets rid of it. A wheel route is a little bit long for Moraine, but Moraine again finding some open space in that end zone. It's going to bring up second down and 10. It was a great decision there by Rivenes to get rid of the ball. He had pressure coming from the blind side of where he was looking, coming around that right edge up there. Barely got rid of it before possibly getting hit. Jacks huddle up. They're going to take their time. This drive has already amounted 6 minutes and 26 seconds of the first quarter. There's 5:34 to go with the clock stopped. And we got whistles, and it looks like we're going to get a point. And it's going to be a mandatory substitution for an equipment malfunction for Mario Mendez. Must have had a knee pad showing. And now coming in to replace him is going to be Brady Keller, a 6-foot freshman, number 15. And Keller goes immediately to the slot off the line. He's nearest to the formation here. See if the Jacks go to him right away. He's going to go motion across the line. Fake handoff. Rivenes with all kinds of time now. He's going to tuck it and run. No, he's going to throw it back across his body. It's intercepted. Ill-advised throw is picked off, and now coming back towards the near sideline, looking to make a house call, and he's going to go all the way. It's a 102-yard interception return for a touchdown. Tigers, number 6, Bill Vola. So nice they spelled it twice. 6-0 Centralia. Whistles during the return. See if there was a flag that we might have missed somewhere. I don't see one, but Jackson Rivenes with an ill-advised throw across his body when he had all kinds of space. It's just one of those plays that you're going to look at and you're going to be like, didn't want that to happen. 6-0, and the Tigers are looking for a PAT, and they're scrambling to get personnel and equipment on the field. Weren't expecting to kick an extra point when they're defending their own end zone, but a 102-yard pick six.
Yes, sir.
6-0 Centralia, getting a lot of time here on the play clock to get this PAT set up. And the hold is down, the kick is up, and it's through. It is 7-0 visitors. The Centralia Tigers strike first, and the offense hasn't even taken a snap. Just like that, the Jacks see that momentum go by the wayside. It's going to be interesting to see how R.A. Long bounces back from the early mistake, because they had so many positive plays throughout their journey to that play there. There is a flag down on that far sideline, but it came out of the referee's pocket. He had to go all the way back to retrieve that. You'll see him run into your screen there at the top. Man, he went almost all the way back to the 15-yard line. I was like, there is a flag down. I didn't want to say like he threw a flag, but went to go pick one up. Tough break there for the Lumberjacks, but great job by Bill Vola, sophomore, showing off the wheels and the great vision. And Tigers riding that 11-game losing streak. Looking to turn it into a winning streak here tonight. Already on the board, 7-zip. And the kickoff is a low squibber.
Nice shot, Bubba.
And it's picked up and ran out of bounds. Traden Chambers King picking that one up. Good field position here for the Jacks, as they're going to start 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line. Someone get Bill Vola some oxygen, because he's got to come back out here and play defense again. So here we go. Jacks back out on offense. And they haven't gone back to the diesel formation after the first 3 or 4 plays of the game, but they are running motion here, and it's a fake, and heading out the backside to the top. Rivenis delivers a truck stick. And the defender bounced off. We got some extracurricular here, and the referee running in, and rather than throw a flag, chooses to try to just break it up and keep everybody available for now. But there was a good-looking play design there for Rivenis to fake that motion coming across, and picks up about 8. 2nd down and 2. Jacks have got the entire playbook at their disposal here. Just want to try to avoid a penalty. But they got a bunch diamond here to the near side. Nobody covering up on the ball within 10 yards.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys off the ball here. That's super far off.
Motion coming to the near side, and overload to the near side, looking this way wisely, and another ill-advised mistake. The Jacks have come up with 3 really, really tough plays already here with 4:07 to go. That was well set up. All Sylvia had to do was make the catch, and he could still be running. 3rd down and 2. But again, the playbook was wide open there, and that was the right play based on how the defense was playing it. You wonder if that play that Moraine got deep on is forcing the defense to respect the deep ball a little bit more. Moraine lines up one-on-one down here at the bottom. He's got a favorable matchup, but they only need 2 yards with 2 backs next to Rivenis. See what Ari Long opts to do. And Jackson corrals it and trying to push his way to the 1st down. He's going to get an extra push from his lineman, and he's going to get it. Tough running, the 215-pound senior moving the legs and showing off all of the work he did in the offseason. Pays off. 1st down and 10.
Sammy's tired. You might think about getting Sammy a break.
And we've got a whistle. And we're going to have another equipment substitution. It's going to be for Centralia this time. Jeremy Frady is going to have to sub out. Alex Frias is going to check in his place. 3:48 clock running here, 7-0 in the 1st quarter. Centralia with the lead. Ari Long with the ball. And now more whistles. And Centralia is going to call a timeout here with 3:38 to go. It's going to be their first charge timeout of the half. Each team with 2 remaining. And again, 3:38 to go here in the opening quarter. Check on the live stream comment section. pretty scarce, but got to say hi to my son, Vaughn. Vaughn, what's up, man? Vaughn says, hi, Dad. It's Vaughn. Let's go R.A. Long. So far, Centralia leading 7-0. Jake Moe, proud class of 09 for R.A. Long. And then Aristotle Decker, let's go, Jacks. Fans, next week we're going to be back here once again for more Lumberjacks football to open up the Greater St. Helens League play against the Hudson's Bay Eagles at 7 o'clock. So be sure to come on back next Friday right here at R.A. Long, or Longview Memorial Stadium, I'll say, for the league opener against the Eagles. The Jacks started a 3-game winning streak last season after a win at Centralia. They'll look to start a 1-game winning streak if they can figure out a way to come away with a win tonight and try to get back to where they were last season. A fake handoff, pass out to the flat near side, and dancing around is Chambers King. Breaking a tackle is Chambers King, but he doesn't make a whole lot more of it. Gets near midfield. He is swung down. It's going to be a 5-yard reception.
Tried to hug him up top, coach. Second and 6. Is that Joey coming out? Yeah, why is Joey coming out?
So a 5-yard gain is going to bring up a second down and long 5 for the Jacks. Near hash mark. Under 3 to go now, opening quarter. Trips near side, single wide receiver at the top. Sylvia to the right of Rivenus. Perkins in the slot near side on the line. Rivenus looking near side, has a bubble set up, well blocked. Moraine with space. Moraine, shoulders into contact, stays on his feet, now goes backwards. You don't want to do that. That is ill-advised. Moraine gives away 5 yards, but it's still enough for a Lumberjacks first down. It's going to be a gain of 6. But best practice is to stay going forward. That's not to say that good things can't happen if you do go backwards. Just when you've got a first down comfortably and then you just got hit sticked, might want to just stay where you're at and go out of bounds and live to play another down. 2:13 to go, opening quarter. Jacks driving now into Centralia territory at the 44-yard line. Rivenus taking his time, sees what the defense is looking to do, and he's going to just keep it himself. He lets his blockers get out in front, off to the right side, continuing to fight for extra yardage. It's another 8-yard gain here on first down. That's the 3rd time the Jacks have gone for 8 yards or more on first down with a run play. So good-looking game plan here in the early going for the R.A. Long offense.
Yeah, he needs a break.
Second down and 2. Empty formation. Only 3 down linemen. You might see Rivenus go with a quarterback draw here on this play. Instead, he's back to pass. Rolling to the right, throwing to the right, and that one's through the hands of his intended target, Moraine, who was open. Moraine having a conversation with Alex Frias there after that incompletion. But Moraine's going to have to check up from the neck up. He's had a couple drops here so far in this first quarter. That was a good ball right on the numbers.
Hey, 33.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. But you see what it does for R.A. Long, folks, when you got that early yardage on first down, getting into those 2nd down and 3, 2nd down and 2. Literally anything is available because you can come back on 3rd and 2 and, again, still have the entire playbook at your disposal. 4 down linemen here out of the 3-4. Linebackers starting to suck up in the A gap here. Let's see what R.A. Long wants to do. At the snap, it's taken by Rivenus. He runs left, and he has some space. Shoulders into contact, loses the ball, and it is picked up by Centralia. So Rivenus turns it over once again, and the Tigers are back in business for the first time, if that makes sense. Their offense will take the field for the first time, leading 7-0, and the Jacks turning it over for the 2nd time in the contest. First and 10, Centralia. .58 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And we're going to see the Tigers for the first time on offense. And it'll be Caden Erickson at the quarterback position. Out of the I formation. It's going to be a handoff. And off left side. Good positive gain there on first down. And the ball carrier, number 21, Malcolm Tukes. And Tukes has 6.5. Call it 7. It'll be second down and 3.
Oh, yeah, they put in a new backer. You got little number 8 out there. 11 minutes and 2 seconds of possession for them.
And this second down and 2 is I formation handoff up the middle. And again, it's Tukes. And it's going to be a first down carry out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 6. And Centralia with their first down of the ball game. And that should do it for the first quarter as the clock is down to 5 seconds. And this will take us to the end of the opening quarter. Teams are going to flip sides of the field. And Centralia feeling good about themselves here on the road. 7-zip Tigers. We're going to step aside with our first commercial timeout, and we'll be back right after this. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Longview Kelso Athletics streaming on N2 Media. Call financial advisor Ryan Littlefield at 360-916-4650 or visit him at 911 11th Avenue in Longview for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Special thank you to Edward Jones and Ryan Littlefield, continuing to sponsor N2 Media and all the teams performing throughout the football season. Score update from Seton Catholic, and Seton's up top 14-0 against Mark Morris with 3:55 to go in the first quarter, according to my man Jake Moe. Thank you, Jake, for the score update as always. And then right here, of course, at the bottom of your screen, 7-0 Centralia in the score bug. As we're about ready to start the second quarter, teams are going to flip sides of the field. That's customary in football. The Jacks are going to be on the other side. They haven't figured that out quite yet. And we are ready to go here for the second quarter of action. And Centralia with the football leading 7-zip. And they're going to go slot near side, 3 wide receivers total. And motion coming across. And it's a jet sweep here to the near side, well blocked. Cutting it back at the 40 and inside, back outside, trying to make a move at the 30. Getting some extra yardage is number 7, Alex Ahern. So Ahern gets it down to the 27-yard line. Looks like 28-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain. And a new set of downs for the Tigers. Trips to the top here for the Tigers. Single wide receiver is Ahern at the bottom. Erickson, bubble out to the flat. Catch is made. Move is made.
Good moves, Bill.
Vola looking to get the edge. Can't do it, but he does get it out to the 9-yard line. Bill Vola with 19 yards. from the freshman quarterback, Caden Erickson. Another first down. It's first down and goal. It's going to be I formation. Malcolm Tukes, the tailback, and he gets it off left side, shoulders into contact, and Moraine brings him down just in front of the goal line, but it'll be second down and goal from half a yard out. Centralia looking to go up by 2 scores here. Tukes again, the deep back. And it's a handoff off left side and blown up in the backfield. In there on the tackle is number 66, Cooper Edgman. And it's a loss of 2 on the play. It'll be third down and goal. Jacks are looking to dig deep and try to keep Centralia out of the end zone. 10:19 to go. Oh, this stupid camera. Gotta change cords out, I think. Third and goal from the 2, they say. Tukes again, the deep back. Handoff inside, fullback, and it's blown up immediately. And it's going to be another loss on the play. Lothry in there. Also is number 50, Christian Para. Fourth down and goal from the 5. Let's see if the Tigers want to take the 3 here. Continue to go for the jugular here. So fourth and goal. See what Centralia can dial up here. I formation, tight end to the right. Play action, rolling near side. Trying to face up, and now he's in trouble. A play's got to happen. Erickson on the move, gets a block, still being chased. Back to the 20, throws it away. In that situation, you just throw it up and hope one of your guys can make a play, but not a turnover. We saw a turnover lead to a touchdown, the only one of the ball game, but the Lumberjacks facing second and goal from the 1. Dig deep, facing adversity, and they forced the turnover on downs. It's R.A. long ball, first and 10 at their own 5-yard line. Hey. 8:52 to go. Coach John Barker walking up the sideline a few yards away from his team, breathing a sigh of relief that his team can come on down and potentially tie or take the lead with a touchdown in his own end zone. Handoff up the middle, breaking a tackle and trying to fight for some extra yardage is the ball carrier, Sylvia. Sylvia's going to have a couple to give R.A. Long some breathing room. It's a gain of 5. Second down and 5. So the Jacks with 90 more yards in front of them possessed the ball for over 11 minutes in the first quarter, at no points to show for it. Shotgun, 2 backs behind Rivenus. Rivenus going to the left, looking to get his backs out in front. He allows them some time, breaks the tackle across the 20, still moving, gets it out to the 30-yard line. A 20-yard gain on second down and 5 for the quarterback, Jackson Rivenus, who's got to be close to that 60-ish yard mark by now. When I say 60 yards, I mean 60 yards rushing. Had a 25-yarder called back in the first quarter. That would have set the Jacks up 1st and 10 near the 12-yard line. Trips near side, Perkins in the slot. And now the Jacks are going to go empty. And now we've got a false start by Ethan Moraine at the bottom of your screen. That's going to move the Jacks back 5 yards. Penalty, a 5-yarder. So it'll be 1st down and 15. Ari Long came out in a diesel formation to start the ball game for the first 3 plays. Haven't seen him go back to that since. But on 1st and 15, they opt to stay in the shotgun and keep Centralia spread out. Trips again near side. Sylvia to the right of Rivenis on the trip side. Moraine singled up at the top. Pressure coming off the edge. And it's a fake. And blowing it up in the backfield. In there was number 63, Sam Volavola. But it's a sack and a loss of 1. Could call that just a rush and a loss for 1. Doesn't have to be a sack. But a long play design. Great job there by the Centralia coaching staff to bring pressure off of the trip side, meaning that jet sweep there would have ran directly into where the rush was coming from and really made it difficult for the Jacks to get off a clean exchange and find some space. 2nd down and 16. Empty formation here. Pressure again. Rivenis tucks it, goes into the back of his own blocker, and he is wrapped up. Ball came out again. Rivenis has got to secure it, but unable to do so. Sam Volavola again in on the play for Centralia. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 16 for the Jacks. The Jacks have had opportunity after opportunity here with the football to score, but have not been able to convert so far. Jacks spread it out, trips at the top. It's 1-on-1 up there. Maybe some pressure showing again. They're going to go empty. Pressure does come. Quick pass out to the flat. Trying to move back inside. Unable to do so. It's going to be a gain of 1 for R.A. Long on 3rd and long, and the special teams unit will come out to punt the ball away. Great defense there, but right now the Tigers are mixing up the looks on defense. They're bringing a lot of pressure off of the edge. Jacks haven't looked to the middle of the field and tried a couple of deep balls, and on both of them, the wide receiver was wide open. So we'll see if the Jacks maybe want to push the ball down the field, but always a different story when you don't start 1st down with a penalty, but a formation here to punt the ball away. Nearly blocked. It might have been tipped. It's wobbly. Coming out here toward the, did that touch a Tiger right there? Let's see. They pick it up, and I think that they're pleading that it was touched. And the sideline official is confused.
I don't think we touched it.
And I think he's going to talk to the official here because Ari Long is saying that ball bounced off of it. Looked like Alex Frias here on the near side who was covering up. Frias has got his hands out, claiming he did not touch it. But the officials are going to talk this over here. Ari Long was trying to sell this, and now head coach John Barker talking with the sideline official Sam Barbie. And the play is going to stand with Centralia taking possession. The officials do not have the benefit of replay, but even if they did, I think that they would find that Centralia football is in fact the correct call. 7-0 Tigers. They take over with the lead. 4:23 to go before halftime. Overload on the near side. A lot of space up top. Handoff goes left side on the overload. Crossing the 40 is the ball carrier, Tukes. Tukes crosses it into the 37-ish yard line. Gain of 6.5 or so. Maybe 7. 2nd down and 3 incoming. But a great play there by Malcolm Tukes. Been running the ball well here for the Tigers. Tigers found plenty of running room and space to make plays all the way up until they got to the 1-yard line on the previous drive, and they ended up turning the ball over on downs, couldn't get in. And now they go twins near side and another I formation handoff, and there's some space for Tukes, and Tukes is hit by 2 Jacks, but he crosses the 30, swung down at the 28. There is not a flag, it's a glove or towel of some kind that's orange, so it kind of looks yellow like a flag, but nope. It's just a 1st down run for Tukes off the left side. A lot of pro-style offense here for the Centralia Tigers, running out of the I formation, and you don't see them run to the wide receiver side very often, but they're running opposite tight end, and here they go back to the traditional I formation with the tight end off the right, and Erickson under center. Handoff, and into the arms of the R.A. Long defense, I believe is a new ball carrier here, and it is. It's going to be number 25, Hayden Holtgrew, and Holtgrew does pick up a yard. 2nd down and 9. Second down and 9 now. Handoff off to the right side. Tukes, patient grab though. Trying to get outside. He might have had a little bit of space. Chambers King in there on the tackle, as well as Sylvia. Gain of 1. 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers. 1:49 to go here in the first half. Predominantly run heavy here so far. The Tigers haven't dropped back to pass often here. And the Tigers are going to run it down to 1:25, and they're going to call timeout. So that'll be the 2nd charge timeout to Centralia. They've got 1 remaining ahead of this 3rd down and 8 play. R.A. Long still with 2 timeouts remaining. I don't see the Jacks using timeouts to try to preserve time to go down the field. Although Centralia does receive the 2nd half kickoff. Still a whole nother half to play, and both teams have got to feel pretty good about what they can do on offense. I know the Jacks have the goose egg on the scoreboard, but ultimately, if you look at the stats and the running statistics, and if you go back and watch the opportunities that they had literally slip through their fingers, if I was R.A. Long heading to the locker room, and if it was 7-0, I'd feel pretty good still, you know. Centralia has also got to feel really good that their defense has been on the field for the majority of the first half, and they've managed to hold up. Question is, are they going to be able to hold up in the second half? Got a feeling that the legs are going to start to get tired, and depth is going to be a concern for both teams. We'll see who's got the legs by the time we get to the fourth quarter. But a long way to go here in this one. We're out of the timeout now. Back to the line, the Tigers come. Trips to the top in a Passing formation, single wide receiver here to the near side at the bottom. Erickson looks right, pumps, gonna go for the end zone. Double move, ball is caught! Oh my goodness, it's a touchdown! Frias somehow brought it in. A flag flies into the screen. We have got to see what this is about. Frias just mossed the defender. Flag on the play. This could be huge. It would be a touchdown if it stands. Unsportsmanlike conduct is going to wipe away a touchdown. I haven't seen an indicator that they're going to count it. What a pass. What a catch by Alex Frias. And Centralia's quick to the line.
I got 11.
And they're going to talk about this real quick. So it's a unsportsmanlike conduct. I believe they ruled it a dead ball. I still haven't seen the touchdown signal here from the official. A lot going on right now. A simple hands up would suffice if it is a touchdown. They're going to walk it back. I'm going to have to defer to just where they're placing the ball here, folks, because I've got no earthly idea. They're lining up for a PAT, but I still haven't seen a signal that the touchdown is good. Either way, we're going to go ahead and put it on the board here. A lot of confusion, though. It looks like they're lining up for a PAT here. So the touchdown is going to count. No, and now we've got whistles, and it's a timeout Centralia. So a lot going on right now. We're going to have to get this sorted out. As it is, it looks as if it's a touchdown reception for Frias and an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Well, fans, we got to figure out what's going on here. That's the last time out for Centralia. So it looks as if Coach John Barker is going to take this penalty and has to accept it on the point after try. I don't know if he's able to take it on the kickoff and move the kicker back 15 yards. But it's after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against Alex Frias, and the touchdown counts. 13-0 Centralia. 1:17 to go. Low snap, put down. Kick is up. And it hits the bottom crossbar and bounces over. Better to be lucky than good sometimes. And Centralia moves out to a 14-0 lead after the touchdown pass from Caden Erickson to Alex Frias. That is tough there for R.A. Long. But 14-0 Tigers. Ready to go here after the touchdown. Centralia will kick it off. Centralia has opted for a couple of short kicks so far. Let's see if they try to push this one deep. Instead, it's an onside kick.
That's our ball. That's our ball.
And that is recovered by Centralia.
Come on.
All gas, no brakes for the Tigers.
Great kick by Frios. Good call, Coach.
1:15 to go. Tigers lead at 14-0, and I think that the home crowd and the Lumberjacks are a little shell-shocked right now. Things could easily be going the other way here for R.A. Long, but you got to give Centralia a lot of credit here.
Nice shot, fellas.
They have been taking advantage of their opportunities so far in this ball game.
Great call.
And Centralia has no timeouts now, unless they didn't charge them a timeout before the PAT, if they just counted that as sorting things out. The scoreboard says 1, but my Gorilla Math says they've used them all. And now we've got a late player coming on here for R.A. Long. Back to pass, Erickson. All day to throw, loads up, goes deep. Man out there, and it's incomplete.
Good shot.
Double coverage there on the play, trying to get it to Alex Ahern. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Tigers. I formation here. It's 1:07 to go. Handoff left side, space. And more space, breaking it to the near side. Are you kidding me?
Get out there, Bill.
Can he get there? Touchdown, Centralia. 53-yard touchdown run. Looked like Bill Vola, or is it Tukes? Tukes with the touchdown. Malcolm Tukes, 53 yards. Centralia leads it 20-0. Things could not have gone worse for R.A. Long here over the last couple minutes of real time or game time, however you want to spell it out. It's not been fun here for R.A. Long over the last little bit. PAT up and good. 21-0. Centralia with the lead here at Longview Memorial, looking to snap an 11-game losing streak. And they're in good position to do it. 55 seconds to go. I think the comment on Facebook from Deborah Chris Kildee summarizes how most people are feeling right now from the Lumberjacks side of things. For those wondering who haven't looked, it's just the word wow. Because, yeah, I mean, it is just, it's gotten out of hand in a hurry here for R.A. Long. I mean, you don't want to say that a team is completely out of it at any point, but, man, some of these mistakes have really just caused R.A. Long some major headaches here in the first half. An onside kick recovered just moments ago after a huge touchdown catch.
I got 11.
And another onside. This one's a great bounce. And it is covered up this time by R.A. Long with 55 seconds to go. Getting on that for R.A. Long was Taylor Kozad.
Hey, they still got 2 timeouts. They've got 2. 2 timeouts, Coach.
.21 zip. Tigers with the lead. And here comes Ari Long. Seems like it's been a long time since they've had the football. Perkins is down on the line, 4 wide receivers. Empty formation, Rivenis. Pump fakes, tripped up, and it's a sack. Again, it's Sam Vola causing chaos. Timeout, R.A. Long. It's a loss of 5 on the sack. All in all, it seems like it's been a while since the Jacks have put together a positive play. And the Jacks with 1 timeout now remaining at 41 seconds. Face a 2nd down and 15. $21-0. Centralia. This is a good time to have a broadcast partner up here so we can figure out what's going on here and where the Jacks might be heading by the time this ball game is over. .41 seconds to go, 2nd down and 15. Out of the timeout. Jacks looking to get back to work. Four wide receivers, empty formation again. Line again can't hold up. Pressure gets Rivenis to the near side. Great job there. That is Caden Pritchard, and Pritchard gets out of bounds. 33 seconds to go. It'll bring up 3rd down and long. I guess actually 3rd down and 5. It's not too long. And again, the clock stopped with 33 seconds to go.
Here comes the shot. They're going to try it again. They like this side. They like this side. They're going to you guys' side.
Jacks still have plenty of time. Yep. You know, I'm not going to say they've abandoned the run, but what they found so much success with here in the first half is Jackson Rivenis' legs, you know, with guys behind him and lead blocking. Rivenis back to pass, trying to escape pressure. Can't do it. He's down again. It's another sack by the Tigers defense. And this time it's Martin Sanchez. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 11. Jacks will let the clock run. And they're going to keep the offense out there. See if they take it down and just try to run it. Rivenis looking to face up. Throw this one deep, escapes the tackle, has a 1st down. Can he get out of bounds? He does, and he's hit out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And that's going to do it. It looks like there's going to be no time on the clock. See if they put a 2nd on there or if it ran out. Nope, it is all in the books. 1 half of football belongs to the Centralia Tigers, 21-0 here at the break. What a first half for the Centralia Tigers, who are looking for their first win of the season and their first win since October 20th of 2023, and they're in great position to do it. 15 minutes until the start of the second half. Fans, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back in a couple moments here to talk about the first half of football. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Longview Kelso Athletics streaming on N2 Media. Call financial advisor Ryan Littlefield at 360-916-4650 or visit him at 911 11th Avenue in Longview for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Longview Memorial Stadium here at the half. Centralia leading RA Long 21-0 in the Lumberjacks home opener. And the RA Long cheers staff is going to head out to the field and show off the routines that they've been working on over the summer. So we're going to let the mic breathe here for just a little bit, and we'll be back in a minute to talk about it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, the RA Long cheer staff for your halftime entertainment. Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media, saying what's up, everyone. First time I had a chance to talk to the Lumberjack crowd in just a while. Feel free to type into the live stream comment section where you're watching from and how you're feeling. I normally say who you're rooting for. I just want to I don't want to make a big deal about this, right? I want to make sure that I'm respectful. These are high school students, high school athletes on both sides. But just look at the screen right here and the opposite side of the field. Anybody who's here supporting the Centralia Tigers is on the near sideline in the grandstands. They brought a bus. They brought some cheerleaders. Some folks showed up. They've got an 11-game losing streak. You mentioned Centralia football in the EVCO, and you're going to get a lot of people trying to find some ways to say some really great things. But I tell you what, the job that they have done here tonight to take advantage of their opportunities, head coach Tyler Gedney has got his team playing exceptionally well just when it comes to making the little play. They've been taking what the defense has been giving them, which is some running lanes. Malcolm Tukes got into the end zone on a 53-yard run, but the Tigers, they could be up 28-0 here, but also at the same time, the Jacks could easily be on the other side of the coin here. They moved the ball for 11 minutes in the first quarter and didn't get a single point to show for it. In fact, threw a 102-yard interception that went for a touchdown. These two programs have had a tough go of it in the 2020s, and if you really want to be honest, we can go back to the 2010s, not till like 14 or 15. RA Long had some really exceptional teams back then, but both of these teams have had a really, really difficult time keeping a program together, keeping players in-house. That's more about the Centralia side than it is the R.A. Long side. But, man, Centralia looks like a completely different ball club than the one that came in on paper here tonight. After losing to Elma 41-28 last week, they're in prime position to end an 11-game losing streak here to the R.A. Long Lumberjacks. And, you know, like I said, about R.A. Long, it's you just got to avoid yourself, essentially. And that's really what it comes down to here. And the coaching plan in the very first quarter from the get-go was masterful from the Lumberjacks. Taking what the defense would give them, running the ball 6 yards, 7 yards, 8 yards. They went for 8 yards or more on first down 3 different times with their legs. You know, and that's not something that's been a staple for R.A. Long over the last few years. They've really had some good athletes on the outside and tried to move the ball through the air, but Centralia was giving them some opportunities, and Jackson Rivenis was running the ball exceptionally well in that first quarter. We just haven't seen it since. Once that first blow got dealt to R.A. Long on that interception, it seems like a completely different team out there, and the game plan, I'm not going to say it's gone out the window, but what got them in such successful positions before a mistake ultimately undid everything good, they just haven't gone back to it. You'd love to see R.A. Long just take a collective deep breath, hope that they can kick the ball off or go for maybe an onside kick here to start the second half, but it starts with a defensive stop, and then it starts with one solid drive. Of course a big play can happen, right? Centralia has capitalized on big plays so far here in the first half in its entirety. But R.A. Long just needs to slow down and do the little things and trust the process of just getting into the end zone and taking this potential comeback 1 yard at a time, because that's what it's going to take. You can't score 21 in one play. They got to take a collective deep breath as a unit, and they got to play for one another, and they got to figure out a way to get the most out of their opportunities, because right now Centralia is mixing up the defense with blitzes. They've had blown coverages that haven't been, I guess, taken advantage of. There's been a lot of opportunities here for R.A. Long, but the first half, I'm done talking about what hasn't gone right. I'm going to start talking about what has gone right. And Centralia has done everything that they can here outside of a goal line stand that worked against them, but great instincts on a 102-yard interception return for a touchdown by Bill Vola, and then a 26-yard incredible diving catch by Alex Frias for a touchdown, put him up 13-0. And then Malcolm Tukes, after an onside kick late in the first half, a 53-yard run with 1:07 to go when the play started, goes the distance for a crippling touchdown. So we're going to have to just come back in a couple minutes and regather ourselves and see what version of R.A. Long comes out, because if the first quarter version shows up, they'll have a chance to work themselves back into the conversation, hopefully by the end of the fourth quarter. If the team that showed up in the second quarter takes the field in the third, we could be getting out of here in a hurry. But we're going to find out here in just a few minutes. Going to take an audio timeout, and we'll be back with some more words of wisdom and the second half kickoff right after this. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just about set to wrap up halftime.
What's the art stats screen? Yeah, I can hear you. Mic check. Yep, got you, coach. We're 158, they're 123. In ours, what is it? 158.
Total yardage here at the half, closer than the score. Centralia, 158 yards of offense. RA Long, 142. The Tigers are set to receive the second half kickoff. Watch for the onside kick, though, if you're the Tigers, because they've already done it twice and were successful once. And obviously you get the sense that RA Long, playing from behind, might be willing to try their luck on an onside opportunity. Oh, I like that name, the YouTube handle that just commented 21-0 from Savage Slinky. I like that. I had a couple Slinkies growing up. Actually, that reminds me. That's probably something I should. Nah, I don't know. I was saying get for my kids, but I feel like we're a couple years away from that. Vaughn could maybe use a Slinky. Fans, be sure to stick around here after the ball game. We're going to stick around for the Cowlitz PUD post-game show, and we will be naming the Cowlitz PUD player of the game. So be sure to think about who you might be voting for. But we have to play another half of football here. So we're just about set to do that. Teams are figuring out which side they're going to line up on. And And the Lumberjacks student section doing the Seven Nation Army chant. Looking to see what they can do to show their support for the kids out there. And looks like the Jacks are lined up. Something that looks like an onside formation. Still a lot of time left here. Whole another half to play. And the officials don't seem to have a firm grip on what's going on out here. Players are running off the field now on the Centralia side. Now they're running back on. Last minute instructions. And the whistle blows. And it's a line drive kick down the middle on the ground. And it's picked up now, reversing back towards the near side. Nothing going on there, but good field position for Centralia here, as it's going to be at the 35-yard line. Tigers will have possession there, leading at 21-0 here to start the third quarter. Score update from my man Jake Moe a while back. I didn't get to it. 28-0 Seton Catholic over Mark Morris. Rochester leading Castle Rock 42-0. Yes, Rochester. 42-0 over Castle Rock, the team that just beat RA Long 35-8 a week ago. First snap is a handoff, and it is Tukes up the middle, and he has got 10 yards. It's going to be a first down run right away for Malcolm Tukes. Tukes has got to be getting close to that 100-yard rushing mark here. First down and 10 with the ball on the Tigers' 45-yard line. It all starts with 1 for RA Long, and they're looking to get a stop. Tight end near side. Handoff coming up the middle. Good blocking there, and it's another 10-yard run at least, depending on the spot, into Lumberjacks territory. And it looks as if the near sideline official had it a yard back. So it looks like they're going to actually reset it. And it's going to be a first down, another 10-yard run. So Tukes, back-to-back 10-yard totes into Lumberjacks territory at the RA Long 45-yard line. Handoff.
Hang on to that ball.
Going outside to the right, crossing the 40-yard line is Tukes. So 3 straight carries by Malcolm Tukes, and it's a 5-yard gain this time, maybe 6. Second down and 4. And another I formation. Tight end off to the near side. And it's a handoff, cutting it back across the 35, down at the 33. It's another first down here for Centralia. On the carry that time was Hayden Holtgrew. It's another Tigers first down as they continue to march it deeper into RA Long territory at the Lumberjacks 33-yard line. It's the 3rd first down so far here in the 3rd quarter on the opening drive of the half for the Tigers, who lead it 21-0. Another I formation, another handoff. It's on the ground. And I think the running back, Holtgrew, got on top of that one, and he did. And it ends up being recovered at the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be about 2nd and 10. Score update from my man Jake Moe again. Jake, appreciate the hard work. Prairie up 16-6 against Washougal in the first quarter late. An I formation again. Tight end off to the left. Jacks shift that way, and that's where the handoff goes. Trying to get outside and unable to do so. Great read there by Sylvia as he is able to keep Tukes from getting the edge. It's going to be a loss of 2, 3rd down and 12. That is a big play there by Tyler Sylvia, folks. If you're Centralia, you probably got 2 downs to play with here. See what they want to go with on 3rd and 12. Not necessarily a passing down as Colton Lothry has exited the game due to an equipment malfunction here for R.A. Long on the near sideline. Could be a big moment here for the Centralia offense to get some yards back. It's a handoff up the middle. Plenty of yards available here as it is Tukes down to the 26-yard line. He's got 10 of the 12. It's going to bring up 4th and manageable, officially 4th down and 2. Obviously, Centralia is probably going to be going for this one. But the Jacks held on a 4th down earlier. It was a 4th and goal from the 5. It was originally 2nd and goal from the 1. This was back in the 2nd quarter. I formation, 4th down and 2. Watch the hard count. Instead, it's a play action. Roll into the right. Wide open out in the flat. Catch is made and turning it up. Looking to get a block. Shaking a tackle. Dragging another. Continuing to push down to the 5-yard line. Great play call there. The flat route off that play action to Nigel Wynn. And Wynn sets up the Tigers 1st and goal at the 4. And 1st and goal here from the 4. Handoff. Space, edge, and he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. Malcolm Tukes with his 2nd tutty of the ball game, this time from 4 yards out. And the Tigers continue to pad their lead, now on top 27-0.
I got 11 on the field right now.
Extra point pending. Kick is up, blasted, straight through. 28-0. Centralia scores on the opening possession of the 2nd half. Tukes with his 2nd. All Tigers here at Longview Memorial. I haven't been shocked very often when it comes to doing these games. I got to be honest with you. I'm pretty shocked here. I'm pretty surprised with how this game's playing out right now. You feel for the Lumberjacks. Obviously, you're happy for Centralia, a team that's on an 11-game losing streak, was 0-9 a season ago, starting a freshman quarterback here on the road against R.A. Long, a team that went 3-6 last year, lost their first one to Castle Rock 35-8 last week, as we've got another kind of onside pooch kick here, and it's fielded cleanly, and the Jacks trying to get it up the far hash end up settling for field position just outside of the 40-yard line. It'll be at the R.A. Long 38. 28-0. Centralia leading. .6:03 to go. That drive took up about 5 minutes and 50 seconds of game clock. And the Jacks will work with their offense here for the first time in the 2nd half. And Rivinus back out there with Sylvia to his right. Trips to the near side, single to the top. And it's a keeper by Rivinus running the right side, and he's looking to get the edge and get a block, and he's tripped up just before he got the edge. tackle on the play there. Nicely done by Vola. Vola, defensive back who had a 102-yard interception return for a touchdown on the opening possession of the ball game as the Jacks were looking to strike first. Now they're just looking to strike any way they can. 5:35 to go, third quarter. And, you know, it's plays like that with Rivinus that are going to get it done for R.A. Long if they're going to mount the comeback. Another 7-8 yards on first down, and it's second down and 2. But the Jacks came out run heavy in that first quarter, just haven't been back. Bunch to the top, single to the bottom. Sylvia to the left for Rivinus, who's pumping and going wide open all alone, and another miss. A touchdown again in the possible hands of Mario Mendez, but the throw off target, but wide open. The play call was there, just missed the execution. It's going to bring up third down and 2. These are the plays, man. I tell you that when R.A. Long goes back and watches the film, I hope they're not too harsh about the critique here that they're getting, but I mean, these are all going to be moments where there's just collective moans and groans when you see how many times they could have hit a big play and the complexion of the game could have been a lot different. Third down and 2, running back near side, and Rivinus keeping it, running into contact, not waiting for the blockers to get out in front. It's a very, very short gain of 1. The Jacks have got no choice but to go for it here, trailing by 4 touchdowns. It'll be 4th and a yard. And the Jacks huddle it up. Quarterback sneak. Rivinus has got it easily. Continuing to move. Crosses the 45 down to the 43. And it's a first down for R.A. Long. Badly needed. 4:09 to go here in the third quarter. As the Jacks come to the line now in Centralia territory, 1st and 10. Two backs for Rivinus. Fake handoff, play action. Rivinus with time, rolling left, now falling down. Rivinus frustrated. Throws the ball into the turf. It's a big loss here on first down. All the way back at the R.A. Long 46-yard line. It'll be second down and 21. And the Jacks going empty. 2:49 to go, third quarter, clock moving. Motion, and it's a jet sweep, and it's read beautifully. Cutting it off and forcing the play to stall out was Gabe Salazar. Salazar came up and filled the edge brilliantly. And the Tigers defense is feasting now. 3rd and 24 upcoming here for R.A. Long.
They might go back to that, bringing up the sideline.
I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but the Tigers have taken over here at Longview Memorial. The fans that made the trip pumped up, pressure showing off the near edge, and it comes. Rivenis confused, trying to step up, pulled down from behind. Dangerous tackle there, but guess who? Sam Vola with another big tackle. He's had a bunch of those in pressures. The Jacks facing 4th down and very long are going to line up to punt the ball away. Whether they do or not is still to be determined. And this punt is away. Fielded. This is Tukes. Tukes with a crease and some space. Look out. Up the far sideline. Trucks into the defender. Out of bounds in R.A. Long territory. Marked out at the R.A. Long 35-yard line. The Tigers continuing to make big play after big play, while the Jacks stub their big toe over and over. 1st down and 10. Tigers take over in prime real estate, already leading 28-0. 41 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. All Centralia so far.
I can't get a good count from up here with them in the huddle.
1st down and 10. Shotgun for the freshman Erickson with Tukes to his left. Motion. And it's a jet sweep and filling it beautifully. Blowing it up in the backfield is Taylor Kozad. Nice play there off of the edge by Kozad. It's a loss of 4. 2nd down and 14 for Centralia. And the clock is going to wind down. We're at 10 seconds. That'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Centralia extends their lead. Another 7 points on the board here in the 3rd for the visitors as we head to the final quarter of action. Centralia 28, R.A. Long nothing. We'll step aside. We'll be back right after this. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Longview Kelso Athletics streaming on N2 Media. Call financial advisor Ryan Littlefield at 360-916-4650 or visit him at 911 11th Avenue in Longview for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, consider a donation to the N2 Media cause. Venmo preferred, PayPal acceptable, but the free live streaming service brought to you by me and the community, such as good sponsors like Ryan Littlefield at Edward Jones and Cowlitz PUD, but they can't front the bill forever. Consider a donation to your host at N2 Media. Venmo preferred, PayPal acceptable, and where you can find us on social media for our game links and information and game reports. YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. N2 Media. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Make sure I know that you appreciate what I do. Sorry, I got to save some room on my back to pat it myself. Back to action here to start the 4th quarter. Centralia working with the football and working with a very comfortable 28-0 lead. Well on their way to snapping an 11-game losing streak. It'll be 2nd down and 15, or roughly 14 rather. Looks like 15 though on the field. I just might have typed it in wrong. I formation, which has been working fantastically, and it's a fullback dive. It's going nowhere, but We'll get the clock moving.
On that carry was Andres Cornell for no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
And the Tigers are going to call a timeout. Looks like the discussion up here amongst the coaches was they had one too many Tigers in the offensive formation. So they're going to avoid a penalty here, burn a timeout, leading 28-0 with 11-12 left here in the ball game. All right, fans, type into that live stream comment section. Thoughts, prayers, hopes, dreams, favorite color. Ask a broadcaster. 3rd down and 15 upcoming. While we're here at the timeout, see if I can't find some score updates anywhere. La Center leading 24-10 against Woodland. Excuse me. That game at La Center. Mount Tahoma on top of Camas though, 35-2 at halftime. Ooh, things are looking rough there for the paper makers after an appearance in the 4A championship game. Avalon Leary says, how much time left in the 3rd? Oh, my mistake. I didn't change the quarter. We're actually in the 4th. There's 11 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the ball game. And Centralia leads it. 3rd down and 15. The freshman quarterback, Caden Erickson, with 1 touchdown pass here in the ball game. Back to pass here. Swings it out to the flat. And this is Tukes looking to make a play as he has often. He's going to come up short, but he's going to make it a lot closer here for Centralia on 4th down, as he's going to be awarded the 29-yard line of R.A. Long. It's going to set up a 4th down and 4. "11 minutes to go." Ooh, they're going to say he stepped out at the 30. So it's going to be 4th down and 5. Centralia to the line. Looking to convert and keep this clock moving. I formation. And now surveying the defense is Erickson. Looks like the Tigers might be trying to draw R.A. Long off sides here. They still have 2 more timeouts to burn if they want to use one here, which is the decision. So it'll be the second charge timeout for Centralia with 1 remaining, 4th down and a long 5 upcoming for the Tigers. 10-17 to go in the ball game. Mount Tahoma's got a good team, back to that Camas score, but 35-2, that is impressive. Wahkiakum leading Nacelle 32-2 in the KM Mountain rivalry, covered by none other than Jody Nalen of Blast Zone Media. Prairie leads Washougal 24-6 with 7:14 to go in the second. Watch out for Prairie. Steilacoom beating Aberdeen 7-6 at the half. Liberty Christian beating Nia Bay 52-0. Ooh, ouch. Morton White pass on top of White Swan. Battle of Whites 30-0. Morton White pass with the lead in that one. Richland leading Hanford 28-0. 4th down and 5.5. Centralia leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go shotgun with 3 wide receivers here to the near side. Back to pass. Under pressure, Erickson escapes, now throws, and coming back to it, making the catch for a 1st down. That is Salazar with the reception. 1st and goal, Tigers. First down and goal for Centralia. I formation. Tukes the tailback, looking for a hat trick. And he gets it, and he's up the middle, and he's close. He's going to be short. Sideline official running in with the right foot at the 1-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1 after the run by Tukes. Clock continues to run, 9:21 to go in the ball game. I formation. Tight end left on this 2nd and goal play. And it's a handoff, and getting in is Malcolm Tukes for his 3rd touchdown of the game. The Tigers salt this one away. It'll be 34-0 Centralia after the tutty. PAT pending.
I got another guy coming off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, sir.
Kick is up, kick is good. 35-0 Centralia with the lead. Well, fans, again, stick around for the PUD post-game show. We'll talk a little bit about the game in case you didn't watch it all. And then we'll be naming our Cowlitz PUD player of the game. So be sure to type in your votes into that live stream comment section if you care to. Otherwise, it'll be all on me and my foremost authority as the live stream host. But 35-0. Nobody saw this coming.
I got 11.
Unofficial stats here from the Centralia side has Malcolm Tukes at 140 yards rushing with 3 touchdowns in the ball game. The senior with quite the performance. And Frias just punches it down the middle. And it's picked up near the 16-yard line and coming out with it to the 29, 30-yard line. See who had that return for the Lumberjacks. It was Mario Mendez. So the Jacks will start 1st and 10 now at their own 30.
What about getting Ayala in for little BM?
And the Jacks are going to go diesel formation, but they haven't used this since the opening drive of the game. And finding success is Rivenus, and Rivenus off to the races, crosses midfield down at the 46-yard line of Centralia. Thought that we might see that a little bit more. You can see that it has been effective throughout the ball game. The Jacks just haven't called that number a whole heck of a lot. They go with the diesel again and a keeper. Rivenus again finds some space out to the 41-yard line. Another 5 or 6 yards here on first down. Jacks want to put the bell to use and get into the end zone at least once here. Rivenus coming over to the near sideline. We'll get the play call from the sideline. I'm going to get to a great comment I see down here in the YouTube comment section in just a second. Remember, Ask a Broadcaster is available when you're down 35-0 and facing a running clock on the next touchdown. Diesel formation again here. And a fake run, and it's a pass out to the far side. One-on-one ball, and the ball is incomplete behind the intended receiver, Moraine, and Moraine's calling for a flag and does not get one. It'll be third down and medium here for the Jacks. So Tabor, I believe is how I pronounce it, the comment. Says, I graduated from Woodland in 2012, and R.A. Long was always a force in the Greater St. Helens League. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Last season was a great glimpse of what R.A. Long could be. 3-game winning streak and taking on the same opponents this year. And they'll be 0-2 here and 7.5 minutes of game time. And it's a fumble. Risky? Or an inside handoff. I couldn't see how the exchange took place. I'm interested to go back and watch the play, but Wyatt Perkins ends up with it, and we've got an injury here heading out of the ball game, holding his left foot arm. Looks like Caden Pritchard, and the Jacks not interested in being any thinner on the roster. We'll hope to have his services soon. Under 7 to go. It was a first down by Perkins. And now 2 backs out of a pistol formation here for Rivenus. Fake handoff, but he bumps into the to the running back, and it goes onto the turf. Fumbled, covered up by Rivenus.
Hey, just talk to him. He did the right.
6.5 to go in the ball game.
He needs to be off the ball harder.
Jacks huddling up, trying to get the right personnel out there. You might see a Lumberjacks timeout here. And R.A. Long has to hurry it up here. Rivenus in the pistol. Sends the running back out near side. And a whistle is going to blow this play dead. This is going to be a procedure penalty against R.A. Long, a 5-yarder. So they're going to back up 5 yards here. Second down and extremely long. Second down and 21 officially. Sorry, the graphic has not been updated with the down and distance. And a little orbit motion goes uncalled. A ball down the field. Man was out there, but it's incomplete. Trying to go to Moraine. And we've got a flag back near the original line of scrimmage on the far side of the field. So we'll check on this one. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here on R.A. Long. Checking over to the sideline, and the indicator is that they're going to go ahead and decline this one. So third down and 21. Throw out to the flat. Looking to make a cut, can't do it. Vola coming in to make the tackle. He's made some big plays here today for Centralia. Got the Tigers going. He looks to be cramping up too. He's stretching there as in the safety position.
Hey, let's try to get somebody in for Bill. I mean, he's cramping, he's stretching.
It's a fourth down and 20 coming up here. Jacks are, of course, going to go for it.
He's limping.
5:09 to go in the ball game. Jacks looking to keep a drive going and try to get into the end zone at least once here tonight. Low snap picked up, rolling left by Rivenes, throwing across his body, nearly picked off, but it's incomplete, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Centralia will take over and keep the shutout going. 5 minutes exactly on the game clock here in this one. The benches are probably going to get emptied here.
Turnover on downs. Let's go.
Well, fans, next week we're going to do it again. We're going to come back here to Longview Memorial Stadium for some more R.A. Long football, taking on the Hudson's Bay Eagles. The great news about this game is that it'll end eventually for R.A. Long. Also, it's a non-league game, so losing it really has no effect other than you know it happened. And a handoff goes to the running back. This is not Malcolm Tukes, however. Tukes has had a great game. Looks like it was Holtgrew with that carry. Good one out 7 yards. Bring up second down and 3. I love to see that the live stream comment section is still lively and R.A. Long fans are still supporting their team. They're going to need it, believe me. Second down and 3. 4:22 to go in the ball game. Handoff goes left side, first down yardage and more. Stood up at the 40-yard line and continuing to run, just seeking out contact. That is Holtgrew once again into R.A. Long territory at the 38-yard line. I formation handoff going left side. Holtgrew with some space. Running into contact at the 30-yard line and falling forward to the 29. Centralia continues to just carve real estate up on the ground.
9-yard carry.
You can't head down. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. All right, Danny, we're going to head down.
Jacks
Patterson, we're heading down.
are just hoping to get out of here and have a good night after this. That's the goal. There's really not much you can say. I mean, you got to give all the credit in the world to Centralia. With, you know, you can't put it all on R.A. Long saying that they didn't perform, but I think it's fair to say Centralia just came out and did perform. New quarterback is out there, by the way, for Centralia. I want to make sure his relatives hear his name called just in case they are listening. But Travis Boone, another freshman, number 9 out there at quarterback for the Tigers. So a pair of freshmen doing the damage at quarterback, and a senior running back. His night is over in Malcolm Tukes. Tukes with 140 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns on the night as the Tigers get another first down, by the way. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the R.A. Long 25-yard line. 2:14 to go, clock continuing to run. See if Centralia puts another one on the board. The exchange, the quarterback and the running back run into each other, and it looks like Holt grew once again with a huge run. When I mean huge, just how he runs, just into contact. Guys are just bouncing off him. This one's good for 6.5, maybe 7 more. 2nd down and 3. And the 2nd down handoff blown up in the backfield. Good play there by the Lumberjacks defense. Tyler Sylvia has had a pretty decent game on the defensive side of the ball. Wholesale substitutions for Centralia. Some underclassmen are going to get some time. And we're going to have a 3rd down and 6 upcoming. It was a loss of 3 on the play after the Lumberjacks brought down the ball carrier in the backfield. Let's see if we got 2 more to go or just 1 more here with 47 seconds left. Centralia is going to go into victory formation and check the clock and make sure that they're under the 40-second mark, and they are. The Tigers can take a knee, and they're going to get on the bus. A happy bunch of Tigers here tonight. The first win for the Centralia program since October 20th of 2023. Centralia snaps an 11-game losing streak here at R.A. Long at R.A. Long High School, and they do so in spectacular fashion. A shutout on the road, 35-0. All Tigers here tonight. Centralia will improve to 1-1 on the season in non-league play, while the Jacks drop to 0-2 in non-league competition. Next week, the R.A. Long Lumberjacks are going to be back here at Longview Memorial hosting the Hudson's Bay Eagles for the first game in Greater St. Helens League competition. And the Jacks have got a lot of work to do between now and then to bounce back and put together the type of game I know they're capable of doing. You saw the glimpses here tonight, but just the execution wasn't there. And once things started to go bad for R.A. Long, it just seemed like they were ready to unravel as fast as they could. 35-0 Centralia as the teams come together and shake hands. Fans, appreciate you sticking through it on the live stream. We're going to be back here with the PUD postgame show where we're going to name our PUD player of the game. Be sure to type into that live stream comment section if you're watching who your vote is. But I got a pretty good idea on who it's going to be. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back, fans. This is the Cowlitz PUD post-game show. Cowlitz PUD providing customers safe, reliable, cost-effective hydroelectricity since 1936. Again, Cowlitz PUD, proud sponsor of the N2 Media live stream season. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media, wrapping this one up from the press box. A little bit of a weird thing. RA Long went and took the end zone that they wanted to group up in where Centralia originally went. So Centralia's like, all right, whatever, we'll go take the celebration to the other side. We don't care. We got a 35-0 victory to go talk about, and we're probably going to stop at McDonald's on the way back because they deserve it. What a performance here tonight by the Centralia Tigers, who came in with an 11-game losing streak and hadn't won a game since October of 2023. None of that seemed to matter to this group of Tigers as they were hungry and on the prowl. R.A. Long trying to pick up the pieces on the right side of your screen here, or I guess the center of your screen, my right side, my screen. I mean, basically by turning my head to the right. But, man, I tell you what, words only, go so far to describe what you're watching and how you're feeling when you're watching it. I got to tell you, I haven't left many games just like not really wondering, what to think about it. But I got to tell you, I got some things going through my mind right now. I'm not going to speak too freely about it. I'm just going to say that this was not a game that I really saw playing out the way it did. When we looked at the schedule and these two teams played last year at Centralia, it was an overtime win by R.A. Long 22-21, where they went for two and the win and got it on the road, which was a real, I will not say a program-changing win because it wasn't, but it was still a great victory for R.A. Long at the time to go on the road to bounce back after a very tough home loss to Castle Rock. In this year, no different except the locations swapped, a tough road loss to Castle Rock to start, and now Centralia coming into this one with that losing streak and a game and an opponent that you scheduled with the intention of, hey, these are some games that, we could possibly win. So let's play this one out and see how it goes. And Centralia gets one back on the road. And if this victory could have been worth two, I think Centralia would take it for sure because it seems to have more of an impact and of an effect. I mean, they haven't had much to celebrate in Centralia, and I'm not talking just football. I mean, their sports have been down as of late, and they got a lot of competitive high schools around in that area there. And you love to see a team come back from the depths of where they've once been. Centralia was a fantastic basketball program for so many years, and the football team has just kind of been struggling to find its footing. The EVCO has been dominated by Tumwater and WF West, but this season's Tigers, they might have a little bit different of a makeup here. They do have a freshman at quarterback in Caden Erickson, but he made a great throw, and he made some good decisions throughout the ball game, didn't turn the ball over, and it helps when you got a good offensive line in front of you with four seniors, and you got a senior running back in Malcolm Tukes who had 140 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns here tonight. What a performance by him. But we're going to go over the entire scoring recap. You do not need to adjust your set or your volume. All of these scores were done by Centralia. It was a first quarter 102-yard interception return for a touchdown that got it started by number 6, Bill Vola for Centralia. And, R.A. Long had really drove the ball the length of the field on that opening drive before that mistake. You like, okay, well, they got down there. They're probably going to return, and, we're still going to have a game. Well, it seemed like R.A. Long just didn't really want to fight back too much after that. There were some opportunities, but the second quarter, Alex Frias, a diving touchdown catch from 26 yards out, a very tough catch on a third down, put Centralia up 14-0, and then Malcolm Tukes with his first of 3 touchdowns, a 53-yarder, and this was back-breaking for R.A. Long. Down 14-0 with a minute 30 to go. They surrender an onside kick recovery to the Tigers. And then with a minute 7 to go, Tukes goes 53 yards off the left side to pay dirt to give Centralia a 21-0 lead heading into the locker room. Centralia got the ball to start the third quarter, and they pretty much put it to bed right away. An opening drive touchdown in the second half. Tukes with a 4-yard touchdown. Another PAT made it 28-0. And then Tukes decided to go for the hat trick. He gets a touchdown from 1 yard out in the fourth quarter. And it's a 35-0 road win for the Centralia Tigers. You're happy for the Tigers. You're left scratching your head for the Lumberjacks and what could have been and the possibilities if things just started a little bit differently. So many plays left out on the field here tonight for R.A. Long. If they just make one of them at some point, you're wondering what that is going to do to the momentum factor, because after the opening possession, the Tigers had momentum the entire time and never gave it back to R.A. Long. So one of these losses to where you wonder what the deal is, if it's all mental. I think that the skill positions are pretty well set. I think the line's pretty well set for R.A. Long. I think that there's some opportunities for them to hit some plays. I think there's a lot of room for improvement still. But this is just one of those games where you're left scratching your head and you're just wondering at what point it's going to turn for the talent that R.A. Long does have. Great plays were made in between the 30s, in between the 20s, but getting down close to the money zone, R.A. Long just wasn't able to extend drives, and Centralia was just steady Eddie, staying with their handoffs and I formation and running the ball, not asking their quarterback to do a whole heck of a lot, and it really paid dividends. So congratulations to Centralia tonight on the win. They are 1-1 on the season, and R.A. Long still winless, 0-2. Tough start for the Jacks, but a chance to make us all forget about it next week when they host the Hudson's Bay Eagles to start Greater St. Helens League play. Time to name our Cowlitz PUD player of the game. And again, Cowlitz PUD, proud sponsor of N2 Media, providing customers safe, reliable, cost-effective hydroelectricity since 1936. And your player of the game here tonight is senior running back Malcolm Tukes, with 140 yards rushing, leading the Centralia Tigers to their first win since October 20th of 2023. They're on a 1-game winning streak, so long to the 11-game losing streak. The Jacks have now lost 7 straight games dating back to last season after starting 3-1. So opportunity for R.A. Long to go back to the drawing board and hopefully put together a tough, disciplined week of practice and maybe do a little bit of soul searching and find that little extra something that they might have down inside of them to where they could piece it together for one another and come up with a memorable performance in the weeks upcoming. Still a lot of football to be played in the Greater St. Helens League, and that begins next Friday. The real season starts back here at 7 o'clock against the Hudson's Bay Eagles. That's going to wrap things up for me here in the press box. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media, R.A. Long and Centralia Athletics live streaming here tonight. Be sure to go back and rewatch the game, share with friends and family. Please make sure you follow the live stream channel, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, and share with friends and family. It goes a long way. You have no idea how much it means just to follow the channel, whether you watch it again or not. But the advantage is if you do, as soon as we go live, you get the notification and you get to watch some free sports here in Southwest Washington. Nick Sisson again on behalf of N2 Media saying thank you so much for watching tonight's matchup between Centralia and R.A. Long. The Tigers will drive back home to Centralia with a 35-0 win over the R.A. Long Lumberjacks. Hope to see you all back here next week. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Stream starts just after 6:45 p.m. And we'll hope to see you then. Hope you all enjoy the weekends. Be safe. Be happy.